Hello everyone, this is Warhawk Beyond 2040, and today I bring some very shocking and sad news for all of the people who grew up in the 1980s, the 1990s, and the 2000s onwards, as it has been announced and confirmed that after 40 years of being on the air, the CITV channel is set to close its doors for good. And this news comes as a real heartbreaker for me because, CITV was a huge part of my childhood for so many years, and I'm sure I speak for a lot of people out there who live in the UK and grew up watching this channel every single day of their life. And, with so many things going from our childhood, to hear the news that CITV is the one that's going is very sad because I feel like another part of my childhood has essentially died or disappeared, whichever is the best term to use to describe this feeling. Because, you know, so many of my favourite shows growing up, I watched it on CITV. I'm sure a lot of you did the exact same thing growing up as I did. You would come home from school, have something to eat and drink, and then you'd sit in front of the TV and watch CITV. And, you know, it's really sad because so many things have gone. And CITV was one of those things that was so consistent and had been around for what seemed like forever. No matter what happened, you could always rely on CITV to be there. And as I said, most of my favourite shows, I watched it on CITV. Shows like Tiny Toons Adventures, Bernard's Watch, Reboot, The Worst Witch, Children's Ward, Art Attack, Mr. Bean, the animated series, The Rubbish World of Dave Spud, Thunderbirds Are Go, Dodo, Lloyd of the Files, Spy School, Dare Master, How, Make Away, Take Away, Ted's Top 10, Be Cool, Scooby Doo, Batman the Animated Series, Drop Dead Weird, Detention Adventure, Overlord and the Underwoods. There's so many different shows, and let's not forget the Disney shows as well, like, Aladdin and Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, and, other great cartoons such as Aubrey, Avatar The Last Airbender, Baba and the Adventures of Badu, Baby Looney Tunes, Batman Beyond. I still have the tapes that I recorded from CITV from all of those years ago. Ben 10, you know, Bobby's World, Brilliant Creatures, Button Mood, Cab, Captain Star. I could list every show here and I would probably still be naming them tomorrow. Sabrina the Teenage Witch, and shows like Courage the Cowardly Dog. There's so many different shows I could just go on and on and on. Pokemon, Digimon, Don't Eat the Neighbours, Dogtanian and the Three Muskehounds. Wow, just so many iconic shows that used to come on CITV every week. Gargoyles, Galaxy High, Garbage Pail Kids, Good Morning Miss Bliss, Grizzly Tales for Gruesome Kids, He-Man, Hercules, Hey Arnold. Wow, so many different shows, and truly a very special time to be a child growing up in the 1990s and the 2000s. You think about it, CITV started in January 1983 when it was originally called Children's ITV. You think about that, 40 years for a channel to be on the air. That's a very, very long time. And just to hear that it's being closed down is a major blow because this channel has pretty much been a part of everybody's life, from the time everybody was born, to growing up onwards. And I'm sure there's quite a few people who have had children of their own. They've grown up seeing CITV as well. It's just insane. And now here we are, 40 years later, CITV is closing its doors for the final time. And from my understanding, CITV is closing down in September in favour of a new children's hub on ITVX called ITVX Kids, which has already begun. I don't know how to feel about that. I mean, it's nice for anyone who's got that, but you think about it, CITV has been a huge part of not just my childhood, but a part of everybody else's. And it's an era that we're never going to see the likes of again. It's a real shame that we'll never see another CITV ever again. You think about it, Fox Kids is gone. I mean, Nickelodeon is still kicking around, from my understanding. Disney Channel, I believe, is still kicking around. Cartoon Network does still exist, but it's not the same. Not like the Cartoon Network we all remembered. But, you know, there just doesn't seem to be much left, to be honest. I mean, that's just how I feel. You know, always used to wake up 8 o'clock in the morning, run downstairs, have your breakfast, watch CITV every Saturday morning and every Sunday morning. Good times, lots of good memories, and those memories I'll hold very, very dear to my heart. And, it was a special time. It really was. So, all I'm going to say is thank you, CITV, for all of the memories and all of the great shows that you gave us throughout our childhood. It's been a real pleasure watching this channel growing up every single week, and yeah, it's going to be dearly missed. I know I'm going to miss this channel very, very much. And like I said, it's another era gone and one we'll never see again. So that's going to be it for me. I'm going to wrap this up now. How do you feel about CITV closing down after 40 years? Are you sad? What memories do you have growing up watching this channel? What was your favourite shows? Was it Bernard's Watch? Was it Hey Arnold? Was it The Worst Witch? Was it Tiny Toons Adventures? Batman the Animated Series? Batman Beyond? What do you remember the most about watching this channel? You know what to do, guys. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave your thoughts and comments down below, and I will see all of you next time. So until then, take care, everybody, and stay safe. And once again, as always, much appreciated. Thanks for listening, and a special thank you to everyone at CITV for giving us the best shows ever and for making every day and the weekends worth getting up for and for giving us the best childhood ever.